Was there something that happened at halftime? Did you guys regroup? Someone give a talk or anything?
No, not at all. We just talked. We just talked about what we could do better out there as a team when the coaching staff was gone in their room, and we just did a great job of just making sure that we rebounded the ball in the second half, make sure we played solid defense, contest all the shots, and just guard the basket, and we did that.
With a young team, is that almost something you need to sort of have that time where you sit down? It's not just a timeout, but it's sort of an extended period of time to sit down and talk and remind them.
It really helps them out a lot just to see where us veterans, the guys that have been here longer, are coming from. You know, we've been in these situations before, and it really helps them a lot. And they just continue to get better. So it's great just to see them grow before our eyes.
Defensively, how much different is it when Jordan's in there?
He's great. He does a great job of, he's been in ball screen situations for the longest, and he's been here the longest. So just to see him out there giving his all after an injury and challenging himself to move better while he's out there, he has been moving well. So just going out there and just defending, talking to our young guys, helping me and Trey out. It's great to see him out there again.
How much different is it when he's behind you rather than with McGarrett? I mean, when you have somebody like that behind you, does it give you a little more freedom to do stuff on defense?
Yeah, it definitely gives me. When I try to go for the steal, my face, he was guarding the ball, and he had my back. He played off a little bit, so it helps me gamble a little bit more, and us other guys gamble a little bit more just because he protects the backs, it takes charges, blocks shots, does little things to help our team out, and it's great just to see him out there.
Whatever it's been, you just weren't able to do what you normally do.
It hurts, man, just because you're watching your team, in these tough situations that you've been a part of for so long, and you want to contribute in every way you can. The only way you can contribute is just to help pick guys up and coach from the bench. So I mean, it's not a bad thing to do, but it's just a different role. So there was some adjusting to do, and I mean, it's been frustrating. It's been a slow process of getting better. I was finally starting to see the light.
You said it was a strength issue, but it is also a quickness and a reaction time issue.
That's part of getting my strength back in my calf muscle and my leg muscles, my cutting, my jumping, and things like that.
But like being an old man, you know where you want to get or where you're supposed to be. You just can't get there.
Everybody doesn't really think that much about the rehab process unless you're in it. And you talk about how difficult that was.
I mean, that's all day, every day. I was at the point where I was at home, training room, class, training room, practice, training room, home again, and then I'm back in the morning. So it's just like it's a struggle because I'm at home doing treatment when I'm not at the gym. For the first couple of weeks, I'm sleeping in a compression boot at night, just pumping all night, just to try and do everything I can to get back. So there's a lot of work put in for me, and most importantly, our trainer John Rosario. He's great. We've been working really hard in slowing down, getting the strength back, and all these things, and it's starting to show progress now.
Coming out with these slow starts, anything that you guys have sort of tacked that down to as to why?
Well, today they got some lucky bounces in the offensive glass. We cut that down in the second half, which is why we got out to a big lead.
Do you feel like it's good to have time where it's an extended period of time to sit and talk, especially as a young team, about reminding you guys what you need to do in order to not have that?
Definitely. That's exactly what we did. We went in there, we talked about their offensive rebounds. We did a pretty good job in the first half on defense. It was just on the offensive rebounds. We cleaned it up in the second half.
You've been known as an offensive player. It seemed like you make your niche here at the University of Michigan right now on defense. It seemed like you was just lights out, contesting everything.
Well, I just tried to get good energy coming off the bench. I got in a little bit of foul trouble in the first half. The second half, I just tried to be smarter, box my man out on offensive glass.
Although you were smarter, it didn't seem like it stopped your energy from still getting out there and getting after it. Some of the coaches talked about it, just something you said, I'm not going to lose the energy that I have. I'm just going to still continue getting after it.
A little bit of both. I can't go out there and just be scared I'm going to pick up my next foul, or else they'll just take advantage of it. So I just had to go out there with the same energy.
How much do they talk to you in terms of your confidence? It seems like when your last 4 or 5 games, your confidence has just been at a high level. We just seem to really getting more comfortable out there on the floor.
I think I'm just getting more comfortable as I get more reps. That's been happening a lot. Trey and Tim are just getting me in the right spots.
Do you feel like it takes, since you guys are in your team, it takes a bit longer to get to that point, or it feels a bit quicker?
That may be true. I think a lot of people forget how young we are. You know, that's not an excuse or anything, but you know, with a lot of young guys starting in the starting lineup, we may come out slow. We're not juniors and seniors, where they're used to coming out fired up, you know, things like that. But it's something that we'll continue to develop as a team.
How nice was it to get Morgan back tonight?
Very nice. Like I said, he's you know, our captain, one of our captains, one of our best defensive players. So when his defense is going, everybody's going. And with him, that translates over to offense. He makes a lot of offensive plays for us. You know, allows us to get some big buckets.
He said this kind of gets the Michigan State behind you. This is the first time you really. How much have you all moved past that, looking up to maybe win out?
Well, we moved past that probably a week ago.
All right, folks, let's wrap it up. Let's go.
We understand what this conference is.
Everybody start taking a
tough conference, one of the best conferences. So we know we got another shot at them. We're trying not to overlook Penn State, but you know, we know that they come back here. You can't get the win.